let's take a look at. Do we want to look at Florida State?
We can. I hope we pound them into the ground. I really hope we do that on week 1. Where is their over/under?
7.5, maybe. Is my guess for it.
7.5. You're correct. Yeah, absolutely. That's what Vegas Insider saying. I'm shocked though. I mean, after the season they had last year, I know they brought in a lot of dudes.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember them all.
Right.
I do know the QB Castellanos, like you said, but I can't remember the others. I know there was a few other pretty solid names. But see, we our issue is that we've seen the portal work for Florida State and we've seen it fail for Florida State. So. Yeah.
So their additions were Thomas Castellanos, from of course BC, Sandman Thompson from FIU, Squirrel White from Tennessee.
He got hurt, but that's a good ad.
Deuce Robinson from USC and Marvin Jones Jr. from Georgia.
That's it.
Now, this ChatGPT search, like they have DJU in the addition still, so I don't know how accurate this is, but
yeah, that's fair. Yeah, ChatGPT and all that stuff is so funky. It's hard like because I don't know if you've seen the segments that me and Jackson have done with his IT guy on the Alabama call-in show on Thursday nights, but like he's done like the ChatGPT stuff where we answer questions or whatever, and a lot of times the answers are wrong. Like they'll give a question and then the answer is completely wrong, and we know the right answer, and it's so funny. It's what makes it great. But yeah, ChatGPT, hard to trust. Sometimes it is correct, but I don't know, man. I mean, you named a few pretty solid players, man, but last year they were horrid.
Yeah, they were.
Like. And he made a couple staff additions too, right?
Yeah, he shook up the staff, got Gus Malzahn in there to run the offense.
How do you feel about that?
Mid, I mean, it doesn't really move the needle for me.
The thing with Gus Malzahn is that when he got fired from Auburn, I was like really defensive towards him. Like, yeah, he shouldn't have got fired. I feel like, they needed to keep him. He was good enough. And ever since, Auburn's been bad. But the longer since Gus Malzahn's been away from Auburn, the less I've kind of defended him because he's kind of not.
But you also can't defend Auburn either because they've been bad too.
Yeah, so I don't know. I don't think Gus Malzahn's bad. He could be past his prime. Yeah. I don't know, but he wasn't very good at UCF, even when they were in the American. I mean, had a couple pretty solid years, but it wasn't as good as Scott Frost by no means. Or even the Tennessee guy, Heupel. So, I don't know.
I mean, looking at their schedule, they should be winning. Like, they should be beating East Texas A&M, Kent State, Virginia, Stanford.
That's 4.
Wake
is 5. Virginia Tech. If it was at Virginia Tech, Virginia Tech's not a good road team. They usually aren't. They're better at home. I mean, you remember though Castellanos at BC? What did they go? 6-6. I mean, I'm seeing 6-6, 7-5, maybe.
Yeah.
They're not doing any better than that unless they're somehow just dramatically better. I mean, they went 2-10 last year. I mean, and they weren't even a good 2-10. It was not like they were Nebraska 3-9 from a few years ago. I mean, they were legitimately trash. Just say
I want to say they'll beat Pitt, so that gets them to 6 wins, right?
Hypothetically, just say they go 7-5. Is that enough for Norvell?
I don't think they'll fire him if he goes 7-5.
Okay.
I think they'll fire him if he goes 6-6 or worse.
It's so close between 6 and 6, 7 and 5.
Yeah.
Husker said I heard that. Yeah, it's funny. I don't know.
I just don't think NC State's going to be. I just think it's more so like the rest of the ACC. I don't trust that.
The
like,
ACC's not good. That's literally been the thing that's hurt Clemson for the last decade, is that the ACC has not been good. You know, like you've got your Miami's trying to get better, Florida State a couple years ago. You know, like you got these teams trying to be better to make the league better, but it's just basically been Clemson. And with Clemson being down, it's really hurt the ACC. They just have not been a good league.
But I don't know if they're getting to 8 wins though. 8 still seems like a stretch. I'll go 7-5. 7-5. It's my final call.
East Texas A&M, Kent State, Virginia, Pitt, Wake, Stanford.
I'll say they win that, and then they win one of the Virginia Tech NC State games.
I'll go with 7-5. I mean, I was gonna go 6 and 6, but that schedule sucks. So I mean, I don't know, man. I keep picking what you're picking, but it just sounds right, I guess.
Yeah.
They're not gonna win more than that. I would be shocked if they win more than that.